If there's one thing coaches don't like, it's selling on enrollment calls and trying to drag people across the line to give you money, deal with objections, and then get a no. No coach wants to do that. You want to coach people, not sell. So what I want to do in this video is share with you 3 secrets to getting your coaching prospects to say yes on your enrollment calls without having to become a salesperson. Here's the biggest problem. Coaches come in and they start getting people reaching out to them who don't know them, like organic, like through Facebook, through Instagram, whatever, Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever it is, right? And they start doing these calls with people, and they're like, they're not buying. They're telling me they need to think about it. They are grinding me for cheaper rates, and then they no-show on follow-up calls. What do I do? Because this sucks. No coach became a coach in order to sit on enrollment calls all day and sell people into these coaching programs. It's just that coaches want to coach, not sell. So until you can get somebody to do your calls for you, how do we get people to say yes? There's 3 main things that you need to understand. So hopefully this is going to help. Number 3 is the big one. You can do number 1 and 2. If you don't do number 3, it's not going to work. I can tell you that from my experience. Okay, so the first thing you need to understand is this. A yes on an enrollment call is a result of what happens before you tell them the price, not after. Here's the problem that coaches have. They think that if they just lower their prices, they're going to get more enrollments. Well, to some degree, that's true. If your coaching's like $5,000 and you lower it to $500, well, the law of averages will say you'll probably get some more people. But will it be enough to justify the price difference? So for example, if you drop your price, you do 10 calls, and normally you're getting 2 people to pay you $5K. Well, now, so you make $10,000, you make $1,000 a call. Okay, 2 people move forward, $5K each, that's $10,000. You do 10 calls, it's $10,000, right? Well, you're not, even if every one of them move forward at $500, or even 1,000. Like, you're not going to get everybody to move forward. Maybe 50%. So you charge $1,000. Now you're making $500 per call. So plus you have more clients to deal with, right? So lowering prices doesn't help with this. A yes is a result of what happens before you tell them the price, not the price. Okay. So here's the other problem. What a lot of coaches do is they'll lower their price, and then they end up doing a whole bunch of objection handling. And nobody likes doing that. Nobody likes doing this objection whack-a-mole stuff, like, used car salesman type thing. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good. And quite frankly, really good objection handling is a skill that has to be developed. Most coaches don't want to develop that skill, right? Obviously, because it's cheesy. So what do? Well, you need to understand that the what happens before is more important than your price and objection handling. It's the first thing you need to understand, okay? The price and objection handling, you shouldn't have to deal with very much if you do these calls right. So number 2 is this. Your call should be about removing the pain, not selling more awesomeness. And this plays into number 1, because here's what coaches tend to do. Let's say you're teaching people about mindset, okay? Just hypothetically, a life coach, and you're helping people find their purpose in life, find their mindset, get a better mindset, all that kind of stuff, right? Well, what happens is you're going to get these people on calls who are struggling, and then what a lot of coaches do is they're like, oh, I'm going to totally help you fix this problem. Oh my goodness, you're going to love it. Your life's going to change. It's going to be so amazing after you work with me, and you're going to achieve these awesome goals you've set for yourself on your vision board, and everything's going to be great. Look at your life's going to just be better than ever, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be so amazing, this, that, and the other thing. And the people are like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. And they're like, yeah, that's really awesome. And you're like, all right, so let's move forward. It's 2K, 3K, 5K, whatever your price is, it really is irrelevant in this context. And they're going to be like, boy, yeah, okay. Well, is this the number I get back to you at? Because, I can't make decisions like this on the phone. I'm going to get back to you. Can you let me know? That kind of thing. And And then what happens? You're like, okay, they're going to move forward. They're so excited about working with me. I know it. I can feel it in my, heart or whatever. They're going to move forward. And what happens? You call them, no, don't pick up. And so you keep doing this and you're like, why is nobody moving forward? The reason is because future pacing amazingness isn't reality. Okay, a lot of people are disassociated from that. So what you've got to do is the call should be about, hey, I'm going to work with you to remove the pain that you're dealing with, not to sell you a bunch of awesomeness. Because for a lot of people, they don't believe that awesomeness, okay? They don't believe the amazingness, but they have this pain and they hate it. They hate how they're stuck in this feeling of frustration, of anger. They wake up in it, whatever it is, right? And so your job is to identify it, help them understand by diagnosing it, and show them why you're the right fit to fix this problem. Now, it's very important. This ties in with number one. When you do that, the pain of them not doing it is going to be less than the investment to work with you, okay? And that's really important that you get that because, again, it comes back to the fact that if your program's $5,000 and they don't think they have a $5,000 problem, they're not going to buy it, no matter how much they like it. And no matter how awesome it's going to be and how all their dreams are going to come true, whatever it is you're helping them achieve. But when you show them and you're like, hey, the cost of staying with where you're at is infinitely more than the coaching, well, now it opens the door for them to seriously think about moving forward. You see what I mean? And so you got to understand that you're playing with those dynamics in their brain. Now, the cool thing is it's not always about the financial costs. Oftentimes, the financial costs are the least costs that you're dealing with. It's usually what is the emotional cost, what is the relational cost, what is the health costs, what is all the other costs that they're paying are what's more than the investment in your coaching program. Oftentimes, there may be not a direct financial cost, but there's all these other costs. And so you've got to really see it that way. Now, the third thing you need to do on these enrollment calls, before I get to that, is what I need you to do is hit the like button. That way I can know you like this video. I can create more of them like this to help you out. Also, if you could hit the subscribe button, it's going to help you a lot. Because what happens is I spend a lot of money on Facebook ads, around $1 million a year on average. And what I do is for getting coaching clients. So what we do is we share these strategies to show you what's working, what's not working. And then what we do is we post them on Facebook or on YouTube for free. So you get access to them. But the thing is, we got a bunch coming in production. You're not going to know about it when they go live unless you hit that subscribe button. So hit that subscribe button. They're obviously free. And again, we're taking what we're doing that's working on Facebook ads to get coaching clients using paid traffic, strategies, pricing, all that kind of stuff. Share them over here for free. So you got nothing to lose by clicking the subscribe button to get access to the upcoming free videos that we have. All right, number 3, your indoctrination system is the most important part of the enrollment process. Here's what coaches do. We see this all the time. They will get people from an ad, from anywhere, from a Facebook group, from something. They'll just send them a calendar link, and they'll get on that calendar link. They'll pick a time. Let's say today's Monday. They'll pick Wednesday, and then sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. Okay, and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm here for this call, and I'm not sure who you are. I can't remember. I think I set this up. I'm not really sure. What's it about? Or they no-show, all that kind of stuff. So from the time somebody books the call with you till the time they have that call, you need to have what we call some sort of indoctrination system that's got special training videos, maybe some testimonial videos, some case study stuff, so that you're literally getting them up to speed. So by the time they get on that call, they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I watched the video with this person. I totally get this. You created that training video that shows me how to do this. And they're at a level where they're like, yeah, I got to do this. This is amazing. How could I not want to do this? And it's super important that you do that, okay? Because then when you do the call and you help them diagnose, hey, is there a cost here that's more than what my coaching program is? If not, they're not going to buy it. So you might as well just be like, hey, look, it doesn't sound like you have a real problem. It sounds like you're more interested, and you can cancel the call. Because, look, people who are just interested versus committed, who don't have a real problem, aren't going to work with you. Because they don't have a real problem. So you got to diagnose that problem, and then you can enroll them, okay? And if you do it this way, what I've found anyways, is it's a lot easier to move people forward and get a yes versus just lowering your prices, playing objection whack-a-mole, endless follow-up. Doesn't make any sense, all right? So next thing I have for you is in the pinned comment, first comment, or the description, there's a link to an upcoming webinar I have on how we're using a 300-word ad system and snowball system to get coaching clients from Facebook ads who are qualified, okay? Like I said, I spent about $2.8 million in the last 12 months or so, roughly, or not 12 months, the last 2 or 3 years, sorry. And I share with you in the webinar what's working, what's not working, what the gurus out there are teaching that doesn't work anymore, how you can start on a small budget, and so on and so forth. So click that link, get registered for that video, and we'll see you over there.